Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Back in Memphis, the Grizzlies tip off the beginning of a homestand.
And the confidence is at an all-time high for this group, knowing that they've won the 2 prior matchups. Get the win tonight, and they'll have the sweep of the season series.
The season series, being able to have those bragging rights throughout the summer is a motivating factor. But at the end of the day, it's just another regular season game for these guys.
And the shot goes down. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Right wing. Rel's wide open. It's good from long range.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
LeBron outside. They get it back. Vanderbilt's shot is good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Edwards. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Hayes with the steal. Fast break, the Lakers. And that one, good. Vanderbilt's got his second basket of the night.
Well, so often we see this. Transition buckets off turnover.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Now, here's Bain. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Heaney. Clock at 4. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. A 3-ball. Bain, no good.
And, well, when you let the shot clock run down that far, that's the kind of shot you're going to end up with.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Here's LeBron. Grizzlies making the shot. Pass to Vanderbilt. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside Edwards. Wells. Bogdancic grabs the miss. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy. So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Pass to Jackson. Stolen. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Down low. Over to the wing. Here's Vincent. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
And both free throws good for LeBron. The Grizzlies trail by 10 to the inside. Pass to Edey. Outside Edwards. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Doncic left side. And again, no good by the Lakers. And so it's Los Angeles, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Lakers?
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Reeves can make you pay from deep, especially if you allow him to get comfortable and set.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Vanderbilt, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside, Payne. They need this. And another miss by Memphis.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Here's Doncic. Still scoreless. Shoots over Pippen. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. They get a hand on it. Vanderbilt with the steal. And he makes good on the layup. Vanderbilt's got 4 this quarter.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Los Angeles leading by 17. And here's Reeves outside. Bagley with the rebound. Memphis with the ball. Here's Aldama. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Aldama's got his first points of the night.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Doncic right side. Shoots over Pippen. Doncic, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Pass to Pippen. To the middle. And here's Kennard. Lock at 6. Here's Edey. The 19-footer is on the money. Edey's got 6 points.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Doncic outside. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Pass to Kennard. To the paint. Here's Jackson. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Reeves outside. Now here's Doncic. And the rejection by Jackson. And so the ball's out of bounds. Hachimura touched it last.
Substitution on the court.
9 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside, Bain launches a 3, and they're able to recover. That'll do it for the first half. Lakers lead by 13. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's Doncic. Doncic going to work. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball, too. It's a team game.
There's the lob, and LeBron flies through the air.
And, man, LeBron's taking things into his own hands with that alley-oop. Really impressive.
And that one is hammered home.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Doncic. James outside. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance. Reeves almost making it look really easy. Gets the ball and takes the shot.
Pass to Edwards. Inside. 80 can't hit. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Over Edwards. Misses off the left iron. The Grizzlies trailed by 14. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Now Bain, covered by Hayes. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edey. Floats one. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. Los Angeles leading by 14. James. Basket good. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Bain looking around. Right side, Edwards. And it's good for 2. And that's now 10 points for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. We've got 1:23 left in the third. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the drive and kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Pass to Bagley. Banked in off the glass.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
It's James atop the key. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hands on Benedict Mathurin.
Hey, every defender wants to deny LeBron, but if you fall for the pump fake, all you'll do is commit a foul.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Wood. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3 ball. Wood's got 6.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the fifth. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here is Edwards. Outside Jackson. Here's Wells. Kept alive. Outside Bain. Now here's Edwards. 5 on the clock. Wells. Count that bucket.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
pass to Doncic. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Wood. LeBron outside. Shoots over Wells. Now Hachimura. Just 2 to shoot.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
To the wing on the left. Here's Edey. Outside for Jackson. Connects from three-point range.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
The Lakers making a switch here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all three levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. The Lakers making a switch here. The Grizzlies trailed by 10. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Pass to LeBron. From long distance.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Doncic with it. From outside the arc, Doncic knocks in the three.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Pass to Edey. Back to Edwards. Back to Bain. Here's Edey. Covered by Hayes. Offensive rebound. Lakers leading by 11. Here's Vanderbilt. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. Edwards inside. To the paint. Here's Edey. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Here's Reeves. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Jackson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Doncic with it. Picked up by Edwards. Doncic attacks. Vanderbilt misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Lobbed up, and Edwards up high.
Textbook and perfectly executed that alley-oop for Edwards.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Outside, James. 6 to shoot. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Edey, no good with the layup. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Jay, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many.
Got too much headroom. Thinking about my relationships that didn't even last. What I didn't get out of them, I swear that I'm trying to get it up about you. You let me go and now I feel so light blue. I'm by myself and I'm just staring at the red moon. I'm by myself and